No problem. It's Wolfdale. We're here at my buddy Jay's place. We're going to be playing Cygnar versus Circle tonight. It's going to be Baldur versus Kraye. Kraye, right?
Yeah.
Alistair Kraye, the Civil War vet. And yeah, we're playing 40 points on a slightly smaller table. Anything else to add?
Not thus far.
Alright, let's show you how we did this up. Why don't you tell us what your force is, Jay?
Okay, so here is the force of Cygnar. So I have some Stormcallers. I have a squad of Stormblades with unit detachment. I have a Gun Mage Captain Adept up there. I have Kraye with his battle group. He's got Stormclad, a Lancer, Squire, and then over on the hill up here in his advanced deploys the Hunter. And
Hunter.
And then we have our Arcane Tempest Gun Mages back here. So that is my 40 points worth.
Alrighty, I'll take the camera. Over here we got the Circle Legion. The Circle Army assembled. We got the Wold Watcher in the front, some half-finished druids. We got Baldur in the black. We got a what is that? The Warden, the Guardian, a Weird. You got the Stonekeeper and his stones, and over on the other side, assembled but minus Morag, is a troop of deadly wolves of Orboros. When I say deadly, they'll be dying easily. And with that said, Jay lost. I asked him to go first, so he's going to start our first round. Jay, the end of your turn one, why don't you tell us what you did? Stormcaller here.
Stormcaller moved up. Gun Mage moved to the edge of the woods, fired at the Wold Watcher.
Okay.
Did 1 point of damage.
Stormclad.
Stormclad ran. Stormblades ran. Arlen walked up, tried to use a magic ability, failed. Jeremiah moved up and realized none of the spells I was planning on using could do anything, so...
Okay, so it's got its armor.
Got his armor, yeah.
Squire followed.
Got the Gun Mage, they moved up. The Stormcaller ran, and the Hunter moved up, took a shot, missed, and...
Who did you shoot at again?
I shot at the World Weird. He was
Right.
out of range.
Right, and the Lancer?
Lancer ran up.
And then shuffled to the side with light cavalry roll.
Yep.
Alright, so that's the end of your turn?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, on to my turn one. Okay, end of Circle's turn one. The Wold moved up slightly, took a shot at the Gun Mage Adept and missed. The Druids all moved into the woods and vortexed. Baldur, Earth, walked forward, and then he did a forest walk to there, cast Stone Skin on himself. The Warden and the Guardian both moved up in between the stones. The stones shifted closer. The Stonekeeper moved out to here and took a snap at that with...
You got 3
Yeah,
damage.
Rock Hammer, he didn't do it. In fact, I'm wondering if he even could have done it with the stones moving, but anyway. It doesn't matter because he wasn't hurt. The Weird moved to here. The Black-clad Wayfarer teleported closer to the stones. And then the wolves all walked into the woods there. And I'm going to pass it over to Cygnar round 2, and the game's getting close to being finished.
Alright, so my Gun Mage just moved up and opened up can of whoop-ass on the wolves. They managed to hold the ground. And I also shot and killed the Stonekeeper.
Killed 7 wolves and the Stonekeeper.
Yep. The Hunter moved forward, took a shot at the Guardian, took a small piece out of him, fell back. Stormcaller moved up, staying in safe distance. Kraye moved up, fired full tilt at the Stormclad and Pursuit on the Watcher over there. The Lancer ran way over here. Stormcaller moved up. Arlen Strangeways moved up and used Power Booster on the Stormclad. Stormblades moved up. And the Stormclad ran way over here under full tilt. Did a ride by on the Watcher doing some damage and managed to do some damage to Baldur.
He did 13 of his 17.
So he did some damage to Baldur, made him sweat a little bit, but I have a bad feeling about the Stormclad at this point. And I believe that is it. On to Circle turn
Back after my turn 2, and here's what happened. The Baldur and the Warden opened up a can of whoop butt on the Stormclad. He now has... He's knocked down after Chain Smite, got bashed 6 inches away, and he has one
box of his right arm left.
Yeah, so column 6 has 1 box. I couldn't kill him. I could have moved the Druids up to do it, but instead the Druids peppered the Stormblades, knocking out, I think, 3 or 4 of them.
Half of them, yeah. Less than a half.
The little Wold... The Wold Watcher actually has his first kill. He killed Mage. Wolves charged up, killed 1 of these guys over here. Guardian teleported to there, trying to get closer to Kraye, but couldn't. This is an impassable object, so he had to move around it. Arcane Suppression coming out of him. He's holding his ground. And the Blackclad moved up and nuked 3 of the Stormblades. They made their save. On to Jay's turn.
Okay, Cygnar turn 3. My Stormcaller and Gun Mages killed off the wolves, got rid of them. They also took a shot at the Guardian with critical brutal and actually managed to roll critical and roll boxcars for damage. So despite the flesh to clay, so they actually did some damage.
2 damage.
The Hunter moved back, took a shot, and did some damage. Kraye moved back, took a shot at the Guardian, did no damage. Stormblades charged the Blackclad and finished him. Over here, Arlen moved up and gave Evasive to the Lancer. Stormcaller tried to zap one of the Druids and failed, but Lancer charged in, killed 2 Druids, and then backed off using Evasive and his light cavalry movement. And the Stormclad, in a desperate last gasp, tried to zap Baldur with his Electroblast after standing, and missed. So that is it for Cygnar turn 3, and we're on to Circle.
Well, if we weren't in it before, we certainly are now. Baldur teleported from over here down to here and killed Arlen Strangeways with his sword. He has 1 fury left. I had the Wold Watcher charge up and hit the Stormcaller. Mm-hmm. So, mercy of mercies. I think this guy's had 2 kills now. I've never killed anything with him. The Wold charged. He was out by 2 hairs. Basically ended his activation immediately without doing anything to the Lancer, so that'll be fun next round. Druids all walked up just out of range. This guy here is engaged with the Lancer, unfortunately, so all he could do was his Void thing. These guys did pull on Kraye, both missed. The Guardian was out of range, couldn't take anything off him, he advanced 4 inches. This guy went up, shot Kraye, did 1 point of damage, cost him 2 fury. The stones teleported up to here, and I believe that's it, right, Jay? Mm-hmm. So on to your turn 3 or 4. 4.
Okay, Cygnar turn 4. So I started off over here. The Arcane Tempest and the Stormcaller opened up on the Wold Weird and peppered it with a whole bunch of little bits of damage, but it didn't really get too far. And then it came over here to my Lancer. He turned around to face the recently forest blocked Baldur, and after a few boosted attack rolls, he managed to drop him despite allocating...
Squeak!
Managed to shift off the first attack of 10 points over to the Guardian, but the second blow finished him off. So that is victory Cygnar. So good game, and yeah.
So how many times have you beat Circle now, Jay?
Like twice.
There you go, yay! And Kraye pays off.
Yes, his light infantry movement after action is quite fantastic.
It's a handsome looking battle. Alright, good game.